Hello everybody and welcome back to another Simply Sadie crochet video. I am Simply Sadie and today I'm going to show you how to make this body, arms, legs, and eyes pattern. This is a very basic pattern, so you can use any color that you want. You can make any animal with this that you would like, and the whole point of doing this video to show you how to do the basic body is so that when I do patterns I don't have to show you how to make the body, the legs, the arms, and the eyes in every single video. I can just show you how to make specific parts for the animal that I'm going to be showing you that day. So what you're going to need for this is any type of yarn color that you would like. I'm going to show you how to do this in green yarn. You will also need black yarn and white yarn. You're going to need 2 different crochet hook sizes. The first crochet hook size you are going to need is a 4.25 millimeter crochet hook, and this is the Boy brand. I just like the Boy brand best, but whatever crochet hook you like to use, the brand that you like to use, it does not matter. And then you're also going to want a 3.0 crochet hook for the eyes. You are also going to need scissors, a stitch marker, a yarn needle that has an eye that's big enough for the yarn to go through, and you're going to need some stuffing, and this is just a small amount of stuffing just to show you guys what you're going to need. So let's get on into the pattern. Alright, so we are going to start with the body. So we are going to make a magic circle with 6 stitches. So we're starting with the body, and we're going to make a magic circle with 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Insert your stitch marker to the last stitch you made. And then we are going to do 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So at the end of this row you should have a total of 12 stitches. And this is a really easy round, it's just increasing. So all you do is you go into the first stitch, put a single crochet, go into that same stitch, and put another single crochet. So you have 2 single crochets in that stitch, and you're just going to do that all the way around. Okay, insert your stitch marker back into that last stitch. And you should have 12 stitches around. Round 3 is 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochets into the next stitch for a total count of 18 stitches. So it's 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochet, then 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochet, and then 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets, then 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, then 1, and then the last stitch, which has your stitch marker, you're going to put 2 single crochets. Okay. So at the end of round 3, you should have a total of 18 stitches. And then round 4, you're going to have a single crochet into the next 2 stitches and then an increase into the 3rd stitch for a total of 24 stitches. So 1, 1, and 2. 1, 1, and 2. 1, 1, and 2. And you're going to repeat that the rest of the way. So it's 1 single crochet into the next 2, and then an increased stitch into the 3rd, all the way around. And I will show you what your work should look like when we come back. Okay, so here's what our work should look like at the end of that round. So we have round 1, 2, 3, and 4. And at the end of round 4, you should have 24 stitches. And then in round 5, we're gonna, excuse me. In round 5, we're gonna put a single crochet into the next 3, and then 2 single crochets into the next, for a total of 30 stitches around. So 1 single crochet into the next 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then 2 single crochets into that next stitch, 2. Okay, 1 single crochet into the next 3, 2, 3, and then 2 single crochets into that last stitch. And you're going to repeat that all the way around. Okay? So it's 1 single crochet into the next 3, and then on the second stitch of that increase from the previous round, you're going to put an increase stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 2 single crochets into that next stitch. And I will meet you back at the end of the round. Okay, so we are at the end of this round, and I'm going to show you how to do this last group of stitches. So it's 1 single crochet into the next 3, 1, 2, 3, and then in that stitch with the stitch marker, we're going to put 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. And again, you should have a total of 30 stitches around. Round 6 through 10, we're going to put a single crochet in each stitch around, and the stitch count is going to remain the same. So for round 6 through 10, it's just going to be simply a single crochet in each stitch around. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to put a stitch in each single crochet, just like this, around, for round 6 through 10. And your work is naturally going to curve towards you, and that's okay. All you have to do is just curve it back out, away from you, and you will be good. So this is shaping the head. Okay, so you're just going to continue this all the way around, And then once you get to the stitch marker, you're going to put a single crochet, and then you're going to continue all the way around until you get to round 10, and I will show you how to count your rows. So right now we are continuing on row 6, and then once you get here and start the next round, you will be on row 7. So I will show you how to count your stitches once we are done with round 10. Okay, so we are at the end of round 10, and I turned on the light because it's starting to get a little bit dark, so hopefully you guys can see this better. And I'm going to show you how to count your rows after we get to the end of round 10. Alrighty, so here's the work, here's the stitch marker. We're gonna look to the right of the stitch marker, and we're gonna find the magic circle, which is right here. This is round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5, round 6, round 7, round 8, round 9, and round 10 is the one we just finished. And you should still have a stitch count of 30 stitches. For the next few rounds, we are going to start decreasing. So instead of increasing, we're going to decrease. So round 11 is going to be 1 single crochet into the next 3, and then single crochet 2 together with a total ending stitch count of 24. So 1 single crochet into the next 3. So 3 single crochets, and then the next you're going to single crochet 2 together. Okay, so I'll show you that again. 1 single crochet into the next 3, 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet 2 together. So how you do that is you go into the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through that loop. You've got 2 loops on your hook, go into the next stitch, pull the yarn through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. That is how you do a single crochet, or a single crochet 2 together, excuse me. So now you're going to continue this around 1, 2, and 3. And then single crochet the next 2 stitches together, and this decreases your rounds, so it helps just to close everything together. 1, 2, 3, single crochet 2 stitches together. 1, 2, 3, single crochet 2 together. 1, 2, 3, and single crochet the next 2 stitches together. Okay, replace your stitch marker. And again, the ending count for this round should be 24 stitches. Round 12 is a single crochet into the next 2, and then single crochet the next 2 stitches together. So insert your hook, single crochet in the next 2, and then single crochet these next 2 stitches together. 1, 2, together. 1 single crochet into the next 2, 2 stitches together. 1 single crochet into the next 2, single crochet 2 stitches together. And repeat that all the way around until you get to your stitch marker. Okay, so last two, 1, 2, and then the last single crochet 2 together for this round should land on your stitch marker. If it doesn't, then you may have to retrace your steps. But this is a quicker pattern, so it shouldn't take you as long to redo it if you need to. So for that round, round 12, you should have a total of 18 stitches. Round 13 is a single crochet into the next 4 and then single crochet 2 together. And a total stitch count of 15 for round 13. So 1 single crochet into the next 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then single crochet the next 2 stitches together. 1 single crochet into the next 4. And then single crochet the next 2 stitches together, and then 1 single crochet into the last 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then single crochet 2 together in the last 2 stitches where your stitch marker lands. Okay, and again for this round, round 13, you should have a total of 15 stitches. And then for round 14, you're going to put 2 single crochets in each stitch around for a total of 30 stitches. So you're just going to do an increase stitch in each of the stitches around. So just 2 single crochets in each stitch around. Okay, and at the end of this round, you should have a total of 30 stitches. So I'm going to come back and show you what to do at the end of this round. Okay, so we are at the end of this round with our increased stitches all the way around. Sorry for that noise. In our last stitch where our stitch marker is, we're going to put 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, okay, and your total stitch count should be 30. Now what we're going to do for round 15 and 16 is we're going to put a single crochet into each stitch around for a total of 2 rounds. So it's very simple. You just put 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So continue that all the way around, and at the end of the 2 rounds I will show you what to do next. Alrighty, so we are back and we are at the end of rounds 15 and 16. So I'm going to count the rows with you. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to count your rows real quick. This is round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. For round 17, you're going to do a single crochet into the next 4 stitches and then 2 single crochets. So it's 1 single crochet, single crochet in the second, single crochet into the third, and single crochet into the fourth, and then 2 single crochets into the next. And you're going to repeat that all the way around. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2 single crochets. So you're going to repeat that all the way around, and at the end where your stitch marker is, you should end on an increased stitch. So you should be putting 2 single crochets in that stitch. So I will finish this row off, and I'm going to speed it up so that you guys can still see what I'm doing, but it'll be faster, and then I will show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, here we are at the end. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 2 single crochets. Alright, and at the end of this round, you should have a total of 36 stitches. Alright, so now I'm going to stuff the head. So I have a bunch of stuffing here. I will go in and stuff the head. Like that. And I will just continuously stuff until I'm happy with how it feels and looks. You can stuff it as little or as much as you want. That is completely up to you. 18. And round 18 is 1 single crochet into the next 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 2 single crochets into the next stitch. And when you do these increased stitches, what you might end up noticing is that when you have the increased stitch, it'll likely end up on the previous increase, the second increased stitch of the previous round, and that's another indication of how you can tell you're on the right track. If you have a pattern where it's like you do the single crochets for a few rounds and then do an increased round, that'll be harder to tell if you're on the right stitch, unless you're good at counting your stitches. But this is just a good idea. This is just a good way to know when, it's a good idea to know when you need to do an increased stitch if you're a little bit confused. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and increase. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up and keep this on so that you guys can see, and I will let you know what to do at the end of this round. Alright, rounds 19 through 21, we're going to put a single crochet in each stitch. So just one single crochet for rounds 19 through 21. So this is just what we're going to be doing. We're not going to be increasing or decreasing. We're just going to be putting one single crochet in each stitch around. For rows 19 through 21. And your stitch count will be 42. So I will continue this, and then I will meet you guys back at the end of round 21 to show you what to do next. Okay, so I just finished round 21, and you should still have a total of 42 stitches. Now we're going to start with the decreasing rounds again. So round 22, we're going to put one single crochet into the next 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to single crochet 2 together. So 1, both of those together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then single crochet 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet 2 together. And the last round, or the last set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a single crochet these last 2 stitches together. And you should have a total of 36 stitches for round 22. Round 23, we're going to put a single crochet into the next 4 and then single crochet 2 together with a total stitch count around of 30. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then single crochet these last 2 stitches together. And this is a good way to know when you need to single crochet the next 2 together, because you'll have one stitch that's regular and then a stitch that looks puffier, and that's a single crochet 2 together from the previous round. So single crochet those 2 together, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then single crochet 2 together, and you're going to repeat that 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way around. So you're going to repeat that all the way around, and once you get to the stitch marker, that will be the stitch where you single crochet the 2 together. So I will meet you back at the end of this round. Okay, so this last round is 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and then 4 single crochet, and then single crochet these last 2 stitches together. Put your stitch marker back in, and you should have a total of 30 stitches. Round 24, you're going to put 1 single crochet into the next 3 and then single crochet 2 together. So 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet 2 together. 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet 2 together. 1, 2, 3, and single crochet 2 together. 1, 2, 3, single crochet 2 together. 1, 2, 3, single crochet 2 together. 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet these last 2 stitches together. And you should have a total of 24 stitches for round 24. Round 25, we're going to put a single crochet into the next 2 and then single crochet 2 together. So 1 single crochet into the next 2 and then single crochet 2 together. 1 single crochet into the next 2 and then single crochet 2 together. Okay, 1 single crochet into the next 2 and then single crochet 2 together. You're going to repeat that all the way around. 1 single crochet into the next 2 and single crochet 2 stitches together. 1 single crochet into the next 2 and single crochet the next 2 together. 1, 2, and your last 2 stitches will be the ones that we single crochet the 2 together. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we are going to add some stuffing. So this is what the bottom of the body looks like so far, and we are going to add some stuffing. I'm going to fluff it up just a bit, and sorry for that noise. Okay, and now we are going to single crochet another round. So round 25, we did 1 single crochet in the next 2 and single crochet 2 together, and you should have a total of 18 stitches. Round 26, we're going to put 1 single crochet and then single crochet 2 together. So this one's really easy. So you just go into that first one, single crochet, and then single crochet the next 2 together, single crochet, and single crochet the next 2 together, single crochet, and single crochet the next 2 together, single crochet, and single crochet the next 2 together, single crochet, single crochet the next 2 together, and the last one, single crochet, and single crochet these last 2 stitches together. And we are going to put our stitch marker back in. And then we're going to continue by adding some more yarn. Okay, so we're continuing to stuff, and you can make this as tight stuffed or as lightly stuffed as you want to. It's completely up to you. So I'm gonna count the rows with you. So row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. Now we have one more row to crochet together, and this row we're also going to continue to stuff as we're crocheting. So 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and single crochet 2 together, and then 1 single crochet, and then single crochet next 2 together. And we're going to stop here, and we are going to stuff some more. So okay, so you're going to continue to stuff as however much you want it to be stuffed, and then I will come back in just a minute and show you what to do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another set of single crochet, and then single crochet 2 together, and then the last one, single crochet. Sorry about that background noise. Apparently we have racers on the freeway. Single crochet 2 together. Okay. So now you should have a total of 8 stitches around, and I'm going to add more stuffing. Okay. So just make sure when you stuff it that you like how stuffed it is. And if you want to add more stuffing, add more. So just make sure it's stuffed how you want it to be stuffed, and just kind of shape it how you want it to be shaped. And as you can see, this is a small animal compared to the bigger animals that I've made before. And now what we're gonna do is we are going to go into the next stitch, do a slip stitch, and we're going to cut the yarn, leaving a good 3 feet maybe of yarn, and weave in and out of the stitches to close them. Okay, and now close to tighten, and then we're just going to weave in and out to make sure that that hole on the bottom is closed nicely. And then I'm gonna weave over here. And then I'm gonna knot off a few times, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to where the middle was, where we started sewing everything together, and I'm going to go back in through the middle and go out through a spot of the body, and then knot off. And just weave in and out of the body until you are happy. And then pull the yarn tight and then cut it close to the body. And then that is the body of, that is the basic body of the animal. And now we're gonna move on to the arms and legs. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna show you how to make the arms and the legs of the little mini baby animal. For the arm, we're going to do a magic circle. With 6 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We are going to close the magic circle. And then round 2, we're going to put a single crochet and then an increase stitch in the next stitch. So first is a single crochet, and then in that next stitch right here we're going to put 2 single crochets, one single crochet, two single crochet, one single crochet, and then your last stitch with your stitch marker, you should have 2 single crochets going in that stitch. Okay, so you will have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stitches. And then rounds 3 to 4 will be a single crochet around. So just one single crochet and each stitch around for rounds 3 through 4, so 2 rounds. And I'm just gonna do this round with you on camera since it's such a small round. I apologize if my camera is looking glitchy. I can't tell if it's just on my end when I'm looking at this and it's glitching, or if it's actually glitching and you guys can see it too. But I apologize. I do have a new camera coming, so I will have better quality on those videos. Okay, so that is round 3, and round 4 just doing the same thing. In that last stitch, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then round 5 we're going to put a single crochet into the next stitch. And then we are going to single crochet the next 2 together and repeat that around. Okay, so 1 single crochet and then single crochet the next 2 together. Single crochet and single crochet the next 2 together. Okay, and then for the last 2 rounds, round 6 through 7, we're going to put a single crochet in each stitch around. And then in the last stitch, after we have done our total of 7 rounds, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now we are going to finish off this arm by going into the next stitch and making a slip stitch. And then cutting the yarn so that you have enough to sew the arm on. And now this is going to be a little bit tricky, but we will be able to do it. We have to stuff the arm. So what I have learned to do is I've learned to take the end of my scissors and barely catch the stuffing and push the stuffing in with my scissors. And I'm doing the stuffing as the last bit of the green yarn first, and then I'm going in with this stuffing, and I'm going to take my scissors and again just start pushing It'll take a little bit of patience, but so there is one arm done, and as you can see, it didn't take a whole lot of stuffing either. Okay, so 2 arms are done. And now I'm going to show you how to make the legs. So for the legs, you are going to make a magic circle with 6 stitches. And 6. And then I'm going to pull the yarn tight. Okay. And then I'm going to replace this stitch marker. And then we're going to put 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So at the end of this round with the 2 single crochets in each stitch, we will have 12 stitches in total. Okay, so you should have 12 stitches total. And now we're gonna put a single crochet and then 2 single crochets. So 1 single crochet and 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet and 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochets. Okay, so you should have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. You should have a total of 18 stitches. Rounds 4 through 6 is a single crochet. So you're just gonna single crochet in each stitch around for rounds 14 through 16, and your stitch count will remain the same. So I will meet you back when the other rows are finished. Alrighty, so I finished the 6th round. So here's our work, what it looks like so far. So there's round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And for round 7, we're gonna put a single crochet into the next 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna put a single crochet and then single crochet 2 together, and we're gonna do that for another 2 sets. So it's single crochet and then single crochet these next 2 stitches together. One single crochet, and then single crochet 2 stitches together. And then we're going to put a single crochet into these last 5 stitches, so you should have 5 stitches remaining. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then round 8 is a single crochet into the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to single crochet 2 together 3 times. So insert your hook, grab the yarn, 2 loops on your hook, insert your hook into the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, again into the next stitch, 2 loops on your hook, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through all those loops, yarn over and pull through all 3. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull the loop through, insert, yarn over and pull through 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3. So you've done that a total of 3 times. And now you're going to put a single crochet into the last 5. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we have round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then rounds 9 through 12 is going to be a single crochet in each stitch around. So just keep on doing this for each stitch around for rounds 9 through 12. And I will meet you back at the end to show you what to do. Alrighty, so I am at the end of my rounds and I want to show you how to count your rounds. So this is the magic circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now what we are going to do is we are going to stuff the leg. So we're going to leave a little bit of this part of the leg here unstuffed, just so that it kind of sits nicely on the animal. So this is what we have, and you don't want to stuff it too hard that it's super hard, but just enough. So when you're stuffing, you want to push the toes outwards and keep the heel kind of like this so that it's more of a foot shape. And now we are going to single crochet in each stitch across for 1 round. So I'm going through both sides, as you can see, and I am doing a single crochet. and we're just doing this in each stitch across. Okay, and then I'm going to chain one and leave a good amount of yarn for sewing. I'm going to cut it, and that is one of your legs finished. So now we have 2 legs done. You have to make your other arm and leg off camera. Now I'm going to show you how to make the eyes. Alright, so I have a 3.0mm crochet hook here, and there's the marking, 3.0, so it's kind of a smaller hook, but it'll be good for the eyes. So we're going to take our white, we're going to do a magic circle, but instead of 6 stitches, we're going to do 2 single crochets, so 1 and 2, and then 2 half double crochets. So yarn over once, insert your hook into the circle, grab the yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops for the 2 half double crochets, and then you're going to put 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2, and then you're going to close your loop, and then you're going to slip stitch into the first stitch that you made. Okay, and now you're going to take some yarn and cut it, and then that is the white of your eye. And then what you're going to want to do with the back here is you're going to want to take a yarn needle and then sew the tail of this white yarn in a few stitches so that it doesn't come unraveled and it doesn't look really bad for the animal you're making. So I have a scrap piece of black, which will be plenty, so I'm going to make the black of the eye, and we're going to make a magic circle with 3 single crochets. So insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull it through, yarn over, 1, 2, and 3. And now you're going to take the yarn and pull it closed. Okay, and then if you want to, you can slip stitch into the first stitch that we made. So that is what I'm going to try to do for the purpose of this video. If you cannot do the slip stitch into that first stitch, that's okay, you don't have to. Okay, yarn over. And to pull through both of the loops. Okay. And then pull the rest of the yarn through, and you have the black of your eye. So I'm going to make the other 2 off camera, and then I will come back and show you how to sew it all together.